So students, good morning. Now today we are going to study the last part of this probability distribution, that is the binomial theorem. Now before starting, only few things I want to make clear, that you must be very well versed with factorial notation. Factorial notation, isn't it? You must have seen permutation and combination. These three words you must have studied in class 11th. Whole chapter deals with permutation, combination, factorial notation and probability. Okay. Now factorial 5. Suppose there is a factorial. We want to find the value of factorial 5. You very well know how to find it. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. You just multiply this. 5 4s are 20, 23s are 60, 62s are 20. So what is the factorial 5 value we have got? Yes. Now permutation and combination. Isn't it? Means NCR. We have seen this combination of NCR. That means total we are having 10 articles, suppose. Out of them which we want to select 4 in the given manner, whatever manner it is. This is called as NCR. Now, NCR, what will be the value of NCR? How to find the value of this? Now see, suppose we take the example of 10C4. If we want to find the value of 10C4, means out of 10 items, we are going to select 4 in the given combination. That depends upon the sum. Now, how to find this? This is 10 factorial upon 4 factorial into 10 minus 4 factorial. Now, how to solve this? Now, in such cases, always try to cut whatever the bigger part is there. Okay? Now, just see here, we will get like this: 10 factorial upon 4 factorial into 6 factorial. Now, one method is that to try to find out all the values 10, 9, 8, 7, 1 tak job. Instead of that, one shortcut method is that if you write 10 factorial as 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, आप 6, 5, 4, 3 1 करोगे, तो instead of that you can write 6 factorial. Because why we have written this up to 6 factorial? So that the major portion of that gets cancelled. Got it? Now, what remains with us is here: 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. Up 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 1 में ही लिखा रहता है 4. 4 2s are 8. 2 2 gets cancelled. 3 3s are 9. 10 3s are 30. 30 into 7 is 1. Means there are 210 ways in which we can select the 4 items out of total 8 items. This was the basic thing which we are going to keep in mind. Now, probability. You know the sample spaces. You know the number of events. Okay. Now, if we take a lottery, simple example, what is the chance of winning the lottery? 1/2%, that is half. So, if P is the chance of winning that is 1/2, that you will win the lottery, then what will be the chance of not winning? 1 minus P, isn't it? Total P plus Q is always equal to the whole event, that is 1. So, if P is 1/2, Q will be 1 minus 1/2, that comes out to be 1/2. Okay, if Q is given, you can find out P. P is the probability of happening, Q is the probability of not happening that event. P is the probability of success, then Q will be the probability of failure. Okay, P will be the probability of defective pieces, Q will be the probability of non-defective pieces. That depends upon the question. Okay, now taking this all basic things in mind, we will start with our chapter, that is binomial Bernoulli's trial. In this we are going to study first, that is Bernoulli's trial. A random experiment. A random experiment which has only two mutually exclusive outcomes, that is success or failure. In the examples which I have seen, just now I have given, that is winning a lottery, only two exclusive events are there. Exclusive, not inclusive. Remember the word exclusive. Only two chances are there, only two possibilities are there, that either you will win the lottery or you will lose the lottery. Isn't it? No other third possibility is there. Such type of events, such type of experiments are called as Bernoulli's trial. Failure or success in exam. That is also one of the Bernoulli's trial. It's called a dichotomous experiment. If a dichotomous experiment is repeated n times, okay, and if in each trial probability of success is constant, then all such trials are called Bernoulli's trial. Now, dichotomous experiment we have seen. Dichotomous, this word itself suggests di means two. Means there are only two possibilities, either yes or no, either success or failure, whatever it is. Now, if this dichotomous experiment is repeated n times, exam, first exam, second exam, means he is repeating his exam, and in each case we are noting his probability of success in each case. It remains constant. अगर वो probability हर case में constant है, then such type of trials are called as Bernoulli's trial. Got it? Now, Bernoulli's trial one. अब binomial distribution, what we have is binomial distribution. A discrete random variable is said to follow a binomial distribution with the parameters p and q if its probability mass function is given by p of x, very important, this is a formula, p of x is equals to x, this will vary upon the, it is n c x p to the power x q to the power n plus x. Now you will, as such, looking at this formula, there is no idea about the sums. See, this means total number whatever it is given, out of which we are going to selection of x items. This is probability of success or probability of happening that event. So what category q will be the probability of not happening of that event or probability of failure. Got it? Now, this formula you have to learn. Now, the calculations of this are very lengthy. Okay, so what you have to do? In this case, आप shortcuts ढूंढना start करो कि कहाँ आपको कुछ एक common निकलता है, so that you can take out a common outside, so that major part of lengthy operation will be easy. Okay, now we will start directly with the sums of this. Okay, now I will just read one sum. A fair coin is tossed 12 times. I have told that before that what is Bernoulli's trial. The same probability is repeated or the same probability is constant that in each trial, then all such trials are called as a Bernoulli's trial. Now here a fair coin is tossed how many times means the trial is repeated 12 times. Find the probability of getting exactly 7 heads, at least 2 heads, at most 2 heads. Okay. Now before starting the sum, we will write with the basic parts, that is what is given. Now how many times the coin is tossed? 12. So here n is equals to 12. Okay. Now probability of getting head. Now see, P is probability of getting head in each event, not total, in each event. We know that when a coin is tossed, there are two possibilities, either head or tail. So what is the probability of getting head? 1/2. So P is equals to 1 by 2. So but naturally the Q will be, that is not getting the head is 1 by 2. These three major parameters we have got. Now first we want that getting exactly 7 heads. Exactly 7 heads. Now P of x is equals to your, how much heads we want? 7 heads. Now remember our formula, NCx p to the power x into q to the power n minus x. Now we will just put the values over here. Just see. P of x is equals to 7 is equals to, and how many trials are there? 12. From that we are taking how many trials? Event 7. P. We have got the probability of getting a head is 1 by 2 to the power x means 7. So 1 by 2 to the power, what is this? N minus x. What is total? N. 12 minus 7. Got it? Now just see. 12 C7, 1 by 2 to the power 7, 1 by 2 to the power. Now I have already told the formula NCR, 12 factorial upon 7 factorial into 12 minus 7, that is 5 factorial, into 1 by 2 to the power 7 into 1 by 2 to the power 5. Got it? Now see here. Just we will simplify this, is equals to 12 factorial upon, how will you write this 12? Up to 7 factorial तक लाना है. 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial upon 7 factorial into 5 factorial. Now since the bases are same, you can add the indices. In this case only it is possible, otherwise it is not possible in all cases. Now this major 7 factorial gets cancelled. Now we will see what remains. 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 upon, now you can find expand 5 factorial, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. It is not necessary to write 1 to the power 12. Now just cancel whatever things are there. 5 2s are 10, 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 2 2 gets cancelled. Now we will see what remains. 3 3s are 9, 9 8s are 72 into 11 into 1 upon 2 to the power 12. Now you can multiply this. 11 2, और you keep it as it is. हो सकता है कहीं यहाँ पर आपको कट हो जाए उसका. 1 upon 1 to the power 12 is 1. 2 to the power 12, आपको 2 to the power 12 करना है. You can write like this, 2 to the power 6 the whole square. Do you know the value of 2 to the power 6? It is easy to find. That is 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 2, 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16, 30 to 64. So 64 square. So you can write here 64 into 64. Got it? Now you can just cancel. See. So you can do it by 36 to 32, 2, 18, 2, 16, 2, 9, 2, 8. Now you cannot cancel anything. So 99 upon 64 into 8. Now this you can calculate easily. 99 divided by 64 into 8 you can do, and divided by 99 divided by that particular value, and find the value of this decimal up to 3 decimal places or 4 decimal. Okay. Now next sum वही रहेगा, only second case we are going to see from this. Now exactly 7 heads तो हो चुका है. Now what is that that is at least 2 heads. At least 2 heads. Now at least 2 heads means 2 तो चाहिए ही चाहिए, but you can take 2 से ज़्यादा भी आ सकते हैं. Means here x is equals to 2 चाहिए, 3 भी चल सकता है, 4 भी चल सकता है, up to you can find out up to 12, क्योंकि 12 बार आ रहा है. But ऐसा करना it is very lengthy process, isn't it? x is equals to 2 करोगे plus x is equals to 3 करोगे, उससे अच्छा this thing is there. You want 2 and more than 2 means what you don't want 2 and less than 2, isn't it? Means आपको क्या नहीं चाहिए, 2 और 2 से कम नहीं चाहिए. So you can write this as p of x greater or equal to 2 चलेगा आपको, तो क्या नहीं चलेगा, less than 2. So p of x less than 2. अब x less than 2 का मतलब क्या होता है? It can be either 0 or it can be either 1. This is easy one, isn't it? अगर आप 2 से लेके 12 तक जाओगे, then that will be a lengthy one. Now, you see here. So, what do you get here? P of x greater than or equal to 2 is equals to 1 minus P of x is equals to 0. Now, we know the formula NCR, isn't it? NCX. N is 12. X here 0. P to the power means P is 1 by 2 to the power 0. So 1 by 2 to the power क्या आएगा? 0 ही आएगा. Plus what you will get in the second case? 12C x is equals to 1. 1 by 2 to the power 1 into 1 by 2 to the power 12 minus 1, that is 11. यहाँ पर क्या आएगा? 12 minus 0, that is 12. Now you can easily calculate this. I will show you the shortcut method. Now 1 minus this thing we want to find out. As per our definition, it is 12 factorial upon 0 factorial into 12 minus 0, that is 12 factorial. Now 1 to the power 0 is 1, 1 by 2 to the power 0, it remains 1 by. Now here 12C1, 12 factorial upon 1 factorial into 11 factorial. Okay, 1 by 2 to the power remains 1 by 2. 1 by 2 to the power 11. Now 1 minus say 12 factorial upon, you know that 0 factorial is value always we take as 1. Last year the proof was also there. On 12 factorial 12 plus 12 upon 12 factorial, तो आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? 12 into 11 factorial, 1 का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है, 1 11 factorial, 1 by 2 to the power 11 plus 1, that is 12. This gets cancelled, this gets cancelled. Now what remains here? One minus here 1 by 2 to the power 12 plus 12 into 1 by 2 to the power 12. Now what you can take common from here? 1 by 2 to the power 12. 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power 12. What remains outside? 1 plus 12. 1 minus 13, isn't it? 12 plus 1, 13 into 1 by 2 to the power 12. You can just simplify it and calculate the answer. Okay. Now next thing. At most 2 heads. 2 या 2 से कम. 2 या 2 से कम. That is very easy. Just now we have seen 2 चाहिए या 2 से कम. That means see. At most 2 heads. That that is P of x less or equal to 2 means P of either 0 भी चलेगा plus x is equals to 1 भी चलेगा plus P of x is equals to. We just put the values and find out the answer. Simplification में थोड़ा problem जाएगा but you can do it. Now next sum we will see. If a fair die is rolled 5 times, what is the probability that 2 of the rolls will show ones? Means one on the uppermost face. Now see here, how many times the die is rolled? 5 times. Now when a die is rolled, getting a probability of getting 1 क्या आता है? See here, मैं बता दूँ sample space क्या आता है आपका? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6. So what is the probability of getting 1? That is 1 upon 6. So here, ये आप रफ में लिख सकते हो. No need to show here. P is equals to 1 by 6. So not getting 1 में क्या आएगा? Q is equals to 1 minus 1 by 6. That is 5 by 6. And N is equals to how many times it is rolled? This much basic things we have got. Now, if a fair die is rolled 5 times, what is the probability that 2 of the rolls will show how much? Ones. Means probability of x. How many times we want? 2 times. 5cx. We write the formula p to the power x, q to the power n minus x. Now 5c. How many times we are tossing? 2. P means what? 1 by 6 to the power 2. 5 by 6 to the power 6 minus, this is total is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Just find out the value of this. Next sum. Now see. From a lot of 25 bulbs. From how many bulbs are there total? 25 bulbs, of which 5 are defective. Okay. Total number of bulbs. Total number of bulbs is equals to number of defective bulbs is 5. So probability of defective bulbs, that is P. See total defective कितने हैं? 5 out of 25. So 5 upon 25, that is 1 upon 5. This is the probability of defective bulbs. So probability of non-defective bulbs is equals to Q. 1 minus 1 by 5, that is 4 by 5. This is the probability of non-defective bulbs. Now, what's the question? A sample of 5 bulbs was drawn at random. Means N is equals to 5. Now, what is the probability that the sample will contain exactly one defective bulb? Okay, that is P of x is equals to 1. We write the formula first. NCx p to the power x q to the power n. How many bulbs we are taking? 5. उसमें से आपको सिर्फ एक ही बल्ब डिफेक्टिव आएगा, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी ढूंढनी है. P is 1 by 5 to the power x means 1. Q is 4 by 5 to the power n minus x. n कितना है? 5. 5 minus 1 that is 4. You can easily find out the value and get the answer. Now, next sum. We will see. Simple one we will see first, and then we will start with the Poisson's distribution. Now, the probability of guessing correctly. Find, you have to guess the probability of guessing correctly at least 6 of the 10 answers in a true or false objective test. In a true or false objective test. Now, you are given an objective. The question is write whether the following statements are true or false. तो उसकी दो ही possibilities होती है, either it is true or it is false, means 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Okay. Now, so like the probability भी ट्रू होने के चांसेस है 1 by 2. तो क्यों यानी false होने के, this is the probability of true, this is the probability of false, that is also 1 by 2. How many questions are there? Total 10. Okay, 10 questions are there. Sorry, total number of questions is equals to 10. Now we want P of X is equals to, how many we want here? We want that at least 6 of the answers are, that is correctly we have answered. At least 6 का मतलब greater or equal to 6. मीन्स 6 भी करेक्ट हो सकते हैं, नो 6 इज इक्वल्स टू 6 प्लस 7 भी हो सकते हैं, प्लस 8 भी हो सकते हैं, प्लस P of X इज इक्वल्स टू 9 भी हो सकते हैं, या फिर P of X इज इक्वल्स टू 8 भी हो सकते हैं. Each time just put the value NCX. तो n मीन्स कितने क्वेश्चन है टोटल 10, x मीन्स आपके कितने करेक्ट आने चाहिए 6. ओके, p मीन्स 1 by 2 to the power 6, तो रॉन्ग होने के चांसेस 4. सिमिलरली हियर 10C7 1 by 2 to the power 7, 1 by 2 to the power 3 प्लस here 8 है 10C8 1 by 2 to the power 8, 1 by 2 to the power 2. Okay, last 9 and 10 also you can write in a similar way and you can find out the answer. Okay, now this much sums we have seen today. In the next lecture we will see more sums, and the last, that is Poisson's distribution, we will study in the end, so that this probability distribution will be over. Then we will start with the time series. Index number already we have completed, so only one chapter remains, that is time series from this paper and differential equation from the next book.